I was DJing a wedding, and the bride's grandfather dropped dead at the dinner table. Hi, my name is Derek Kastenholtz, otherwise known as DC or DJ DC. I'm a private events DJ, meaning that I DJ for corporate functions, for birthday parties, for mitzvahs, school dances, weddings, anything that needs music, I provide it. I started when I was 16 years old, and what got me into it, I had a couple of friends in high school that were really into speakers and lighting, and they were DJs, so to speak, but they didn't enjoy the DJing part of it. And they were also really nervous about using a microphone. And I told them, I said, well, hey, I can do it. And they're like, really? I said, yeah. So I went to the next gig with them. I grabbed a microphone and rocked the mic, and that led to playing music. All they really wanted to do was just deal with the sound and lighting, and I handled the music and the microphone. I first realized that I could turn it into a career when I took a trip out to Las Vegas for a DJ conference. And I went out there and I met a bunch of guys that do it for a living. And to be honest, I was relatively unimpressed with their skill level. So I figured, if they can do it, why can't I? And that's when I decided to turn it into a career. When I was younger, I never imagined that I would turn this into a career. And the reason behind that is that your parents tell you and society tells you that you need to have what people consider a normal job. To me, this is a normal job. When kids are thinking about what they want to do for a living, they think about maybe being a doctor or an architect or being a nurse or being a teacher. It's not necessarily considered a profession to be a DJ, and that's disappointing to me because it's absolutely a profession if you handle it professionally. My childhood had a lot of influence on me being into music and becoming a DJ. My dad has a huge vinyl record collection. He was always playing music, and then specifically my neighborhood was just full of people that were into music, and they're still doing music today. A couple of the guys that I grew up with are producers out in LA area, working on some rap albums, and our whole neighborhood was just grab the latest music and meet down at the park with a piece of cardboard, and people would break dance, and that's when rap started to come out, so we would all just hang out and freestyle rap, and so it was a neighborhood thing, and we just loved it. And so that's what I gravitated towards, and DJing being part of hip-hop culture is really why I got into it. The DJ business has changed a lot over time. When I first got started, it was all vinyl records, and you had to put time into it. You had to go out to the stores, you had to dig through all sorts of albums, listen to them while you're there, and find those hidden gems or the current popular songs, because if people requested it and you didn't have it and it was one of the hot songs, then, well, you weren't really a great DJ. Fast forward to now, where you have the computer involved, everybody has access to every song out there. So it's a little bit different now. It's how you use those songs, because everybody has access to the same thing. I've been able to use social media and specifically TikTok to help promote my business. I think social media is one of the best tools to promote any business. It's free, it just involves your time. TikTok specifically, I've come up with a concept called the One Note Challenge, where I play a single note of a song and people guess. And the One Note Challenge has over 50 million views. I have a following of 200,000 people, and that's 50 million views on my logo, my brand, what I do for a living. I've been contacted by various companies to do some paid marketing for them, and I've received several inquiries from people that have seen me on TikTok to do their weddings or to perform at various events. I was DJing a wedding, and the bride's grandfather dropped dead at the dinner table during dinner. And a lot of the family members were in the medical industry, whether they were nurses or doctors, and they were there trying to revive him. And by the time the ambulance got there, he had passed away. And so I just went outside. I let the family discuss what they wanted to do. After about an hour, hour and a half, they come out and they decided that they wanted to continue the party because their grandfather didn't want to be the reason that his granddaughter's wedding reception got canceled. So they continued the party, and everybody had a really good time somehow.